Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about the Marvels. It did not have a very good Thursday financially. Currently, it's tracking at possibly as low as $35 million for the weekend. I mean,
and as high as 49.
As high as 49. Remember when it was supposed to be 70 to 80, then it was 60 to 65, and now we're talking 35 to 49. This is coming from Box Office Pro, by the way. So this isn't just some like fly-by-night website. Now, we don't know how it's actually going to do, long term, but it did not do well last night. In fact, it only did 6.6 million in previews, which is like way less than even The Flash did. And
yeah, that's not good.
That is not a good sign. So we're gonna talk about this. And our son actually has seen the movie.
He has. He would not do the video. But I will tell you what he told us.
He doesn't want to admit to having gone and seen it.
No. I will tell you what he told us when we get to that point.
Yeah. So when we get to that point. So in the meantime, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. If you haven't done so already, you'll get a woohoo if you do. Go out to shopclownfish.com Shadowbinders Volume 3 hardcover graphic novel shipping next summer. This is the first new Shadowbinders content in 10 years. We still have a couple of books 1 and 2 left, and thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much. So I guess we can talk about his reaction to the movie.
Okay, so he went to see it with a friend last night because he was the only friend that would actually go along with the other friend to see it. He said it was not as bad as he expected. It's better than the first movie, but that's a low bar. He said that it is not in the top Marvel movies by any means. It's not the worst one either. He said that Nick Fury was acting like himself again, as opposed to Secret Invasion. He said that Brie Larson's character, Captain Marvel, had more personality in this one. And he said it wasn't just he said when Brie Larson was doing the first movie, it was a cardboard cutout of Brie Larson in the movie. He said it's not the case in this one. And he said that Kamala Khan's character is annoying, but she's supposed to be like it fits what her character. So it's not like it's annoying, but it's in line with what it should be. If that makes sense.
It's called endearing.
But I don't know. It depends. But he said it had moments that were funny. He said there were moments that were funny. He said definitely does feel like it's two different movies.
Yeah.
What else did he say?
He said that he went in with the lowest possible expectations and came out pleasantly surprised that it wasn't the worst thing he's ever seen.
But he made sure he stressed it over and over. It wasn't in the top movies by any means.
This is kind of the way I feel about Blue Beetle. Like our expectations were on the floor for Blue Beetle. We watched it. It actually was pretty okay. It was a watchable movie. I might maybe possibly watch it in the background again. He said that. He said he would watch the Marvels in the background again. It would not get his full attention, but he would put it on for background noise.
And this is somebody who will never watch Captain Marvel, the first one, again.
Yeah. So there's that. So that's
it was passable, but not phenomenal. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. So and the sad thing is he went with his friend. I think that was the last of the group that wanted to go see the movie, and they were huge Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fans because I know they used to have like watch parties and stuff for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And then after Secret Invasion, like that whole group is like, yeah, we're done with Marvel.
Yeah, we don't want to go. Except for one person. Like he went with his friend because his friend didn't want to go by himself.
Didn't want to go by himself. So it's like, okay, let's do this, man. We're going in. We're going to see.
He said there was total with them like 20 people in the theater.
Yeah.
And it's a big theater.
Yeah.
There was like 20 people in there.
For a Marvel movie, that's not great.
No.
So anyway, let's talk about this because apparently it only did 6.6 million in previews. To put that in perspective, this guy here, Mac on Twitter, now it's known, tagged us and a bunch of other people in, said that the Marvels did 6.6 million on preview night. Eternals did 9.5 million on preview night.
Ooh, that's not good.
The Flash did 9.7 million on preview night. Black Widow, which was also on Disney Plus, you could buy it, 13.2 million. And Ant-Man and the Wasp, which was a disaster, financial disaster, did 17.5 million.
Yeah, this is not good.
So we're talking like significantly less than Ant-Man and the Wasp, only $6 million.
Yeah. And they're not expecting it to do super great, like 50 at the most. Like, again, that could change, but this is what their estimates are for the whole weekend.
Yeah, well, they keep adjusting it down. Again, it was supposed to originally, it was going to be 100 million. Okay, then 70, 80. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. 70, 80 is not too bad. Okay, then 60 to 65. Well, that's still pretty kind of, sort of. Okay, now we're talking 35 to 50. That's not good. So coming from Variety, the latest MCU adventure has only made 6.6 million in previews at the box office. It's expected to make between 60 and 65 million opening weekend. No way in hell. Well, I can't say that. It could. I'm just like, this is not a good sign when The Flash made what it made and it did way more in previews, you know. It's a far cry from Brie Larson's first MCU outing as Captain Marvel, which opened to 153 million from 20 million in Thursday previews. That movie, which ended up crossing the $1 billion mark, had the added bonus of releasing between Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. Yes. People thought they had to see it. You know, they thought they had to see it because the last thing on Nick Fury's pager was, you know, the Captain Marvel logo. So it says expected to fall well below this year's two previous Marvel movies, Ant-Man and the Wasp, which was a huge dud, and Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's bad. It's falling below Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yes, with the giant baby face.
That's just,
Yeah. And Guardians 3, which I haven't seen it now. Squid King has seen that one, and he said it was very, 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 very good. And I haven't seen it yet. I bought it digitally, and then I forgot that we had it, and I didn't want to watch it with Geeky because
I can't watch it.
Animal cruelty, CGI animal cruelty, and I don't think she can do that.
Nope,
so
can't do it.
I will watch it one of these days. But everybody I've talked to said Guardians 3 is actually very good. The only MCU movies with smaller opening weekends than the projections for the Marvels are The Incredible Hulk. So we're talking 2008 and 2015's Ant-Man. Not adjusted for inflation.
Yeah, neither were adjusted for inflation. Yes.
So, look, it can get worse. Now, this is World of Real, and they got it from Box Office Pro. They said, I don't believe this will happen, but it's turned out to be a possibility. According to forecasters over at Box Office Pro, the Marvels could earn as little as 35 million this weekend and could go as high as 49 million.
That's domestic. I want to clarify and make sure.
Domestic.
Yeah, that's not, you know, with the global, I don't know what it's going to be globally.
The latter would still be catastrophic for this $273 million movie. It's a shocking figure.
And they're like spending a lot of money on marketing on it recently too, because they're putting it on commercials on YouTube and everything else because they didn't have the actors out there shilling it because of the strike and all that crap, which I still think is a pathetic excuse.
Well, I think it's actually going to work out in their favor that Brie Larson's not out there saying dumb stuff.
Well, I don't think at this point in time she's that bad. I think, you know, Zegler's like, hold my beer.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's a good point. Like, whatever you thought of Brie Larson, Rachel Zegler is like 10,000 times worse. And they need to actually gag that girl because she's going to do so much damage. It's going to be really interesting to see if she has any clout after the Hunger Games movie comes out.
It's not doing well either.
I don't think that one's doing very well. And she was in West Side Story, which was a huge bomb. So you're only as good as your last movie.
Well, she was also in was it the second Shazam movie too?
I haven't seen that one yet. Either. Yeah.
So we're like what? How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 3 or 4. You know, we're like all 4 for 4. That's not doing well.
Yeah, we're not doing. Yeah, it's just not good. So you're only as good as your last picture, and then maybe your last picture, and then your next to last. But then eventually you're relegated to like a CW show or something. Except they're not doing shows anymore. So like a Roku original. That's a new CW. Like you're going to be punted over to Roku.
I'm sorry. Okay. The comments here. This movie's getting terrible reviews with some calling it absolute bottom tier and the worst MCU film yet. When even Marvel fanboy, whatever, real rejects, we're very critical of it. That itself says it's unwatchable for the rest of us. I hope Deadpool 3 is at least decent, blah, blah, blah. And then one person's down here, it doesn't get terrible reviews. They're average. You're wrong and you're a grotesquely ugly freak because, oh, look, it's like an NCP face.
Oh my God. So look,
the reviews, the critical reviews were not great, guys. I'm sorry. And the audience reviews, it depends where you look. If you look at verified audience or all audience, you're going to get a different story. And some of these, you know, both ways seem like they're not real. So,
yeah, they're going to do everything they can do to salvage the movie. That being said, and it wasn't just Squid King. I actually had a couple people write us privately, and they said the movie is not terrible. It's not the best, but it's not the worst thing ever either.
But you know, It's passable. I think when your expectations are so low, anything slightly above it is considered good. And that's kind of what Squid said. He's like, it wasn't as bad as I expected. That being said, I wouldn't even put it in the top 20 MCU movies.
It wasn't.
So that's what he said.
It wasn't Batman and Robin, but it might have been Batman Forever. You know? Yeah. So it's like, yeah. I think people are done. I think people are over Marvel. I think that it doesn't matter even if this movie is passable, watchable, whatever. So much damage has been done to Marvel. Disney has destroyed this brand, and especially when you're pimping a movie with Nick Fury in it, and you just destroyed Nick Fury in Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
That's not people are like, oh, he was a badass. Well, I mean, people were mad last time when it's like, oh, how do you lose his eye? Oh, Space Cat. Mm-hmm. Space Cat clawed it out and then kept the son of a bitch. Like, I wouldn't.
I would.
You would. I'd be like, no, I'm going to take you out back and
no, you would
give you to somebody else.
Give it to somebody else. You wouldn't hurt it.
Somebody I hated, so their eyes can get clawed out too. But like, yeah, this is a lost cause, guys. It's not going to do well. Now, what's going to be interesting to see is all the excuses come in. Yeah,
I was going to say, how long until they blame it on? It's because men hate strong women. People are racist. They're misogynists. They all hate it. They're homophobic. They all hate it because they're istophobic bigots. How long till that?
I'm sure it's already starting on social media, but we'll see the articles pretty soon. We won't see them on Jezebel, though, because they shut that bitch down. Veterans Day. Oh, my God. They do that deliberately because Carol was in the service.
I don't know. But they're saying it was usually front loaded, but they can make it go like further back. Is that what they're saying? Because people are off, but most people are off today. Yeah. So that doesn't make any sense.
So these are the cons, right? They said Marvel goodwill has unfortunately soured over the past couple of years due to middling word of mouth across multiple films and overexposure of the IP. Is it safe to say it now?
The industry labor strikes prevented Brie Larson and cast from promoting it. Bullshit. It has nothing to do with it. Bullshit.
So, not to be morbid, but Heath Ledger couldn't promote The Dark Knight, and it did very, very well.
Well, yeah, that's a good point.
I'm just saying, it's sad, it's horrible, and some people might have gone out of curiosity, but like, if the performance is good and the movie is good, you don't need the actor there to promote the movie. The movie should speak for itself, All Brie Larson's gonna do is be like, hey, Brie bots, go out there and...
Nobody cares about the junkets. Like, I mean, other than getting some other... They usually get quotes from them for other things they're working on and talking about other projects. That's about it. What were the pros?
The pros, as far as franchise consistency goes, Marvel remains unsurpassed.
Not this film, but Marvel in general. Pent-up demand for escapism. Shit, even the pent-up demand isn't bringing people out. That's not good. I can't even. Whatever.
You'd have to have blue balls to go see this one. There'd be a lot of pent-up demand.
I just think that, yeah, right? I don't know. I mean, I might watch it when it's on Disney Plus, but am I going to go to the theater to see it? No. But would I watch it on Disney Plus? By what Squid King says, I might. Just to give it a chance, but I'm not paying to go see this.
It's like, you can always pirate it. Oh, I didn't say that.
No, that's what he said. No, I won't do that.
No, we're not going to do that. I still haven't seen The Flash. I bought The Flash. It was on sale for like $10. And I'm like, okay, I'll pay $10 to see The Flash at home. And then it was like 2 months ago and I forgot I even had it. Yeah. I haven't watched it yet. I just know
you can watch it. I don't care. I'll just play my Tsum or watch my K-drama.
Something. Nick Cage was angry about the AI and something. Baby in a microwave. I don't understand.
Yeah. So while you watch that, I will watch a K-drama. I recommend highly if you want a good one. Perfect Marriage Revenge. It is very, very good. It's like everybody in the show, except for a couple people, are completely unlikable, and you want to punch them in the face the whole time. But it's like very intriguing, and it'll bring you back just because you can't believe people are that batshit. Well, they're not, because it's a fake show, but it's a good show.
So like The Flash.
Much better than this.
So like The Flash, it's got Ezra Miller.
Well, that's true. Ezra Miller is batshit, so that's true.
You want to punch him in the face.
Them are batshit. Okay.
All of the Ezra. There are multiple
yes,
Ezras.
You are correct now. All the Ezras.
Yes, there are multiple. See, that's what turned me off The Flash. I'm like, I could deal with one Ezra Miller teamed up with Michael Keaton Batman for 2.5 hours, probably, maybe, sort of, because he was bearable in Justice League, right? But two Ezra Millers by themselves for like an hour and a half until Batman shows up, I don't think I can do that.
Well, given the numbers so far, for at least the previews, Brie Larson's movie was not better than Ezra.
There you go. Yeah, that's pretty scary, right? So yeah, tracking lower than the Flash.
But we'll see what happens. We don't know the global.
We don't know.
I mean,
Disney can start bussing veterans in over the weekend. You know,
in China, is it possible they would cheat the hell out of it? Yes, completely. So who knows?
I am really sure Chinese audiences are going to be down with the diverse female cast in this movie. They're going to be so on board with this. Yeah, I'm sure they will.
I'm just like, if people go into it expecting the worst and coming out pleasantly surprised it isn't the worst they expected, they might say, hey, it's not that bad, and people might go see it. So it's possible.
Maybe the second weekend, people be like, okay, I went to go see it last week. It wasn't the worst thing ever.
I will not see it until it's on Disney Plus, maybe, and even then, I can't promise because I haven't seen the last. I don't remember the last Marvel movie I watched.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that was the last one I watched.
That was the last one I saw.
I didn't watch Eternals. I didn't watch Ant-Man, Quantumania. Didn't watch Thor. Oh, God, no. I didn't watch Guardians only because I know I can't. I wouldn't have otherwise.
I do want to watch Guardians, but I can't watch it around you because I know it's going to make you upset.
Didn't watch this. Didn't watch Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
Didn't care. Didn't watch Loki season 2. Didn't care.
So has there been a superhero movie this year that's actually done well, other than Guardians, which I consider that more like science fiction?
I don't know.
All the other ones scrubbed out. All the DC movies and the Marvel movies are all scrubbing out. So this might be the big reset for the Great Reset. This might be the big reset for superhero movies. They might just decide, like, you know what, this isn't working anymore. And I'm waiting for Warner Brothers to be like, hey, sorry, James Gunn, but we're reading the tea leaves. And it's looking like superhero movies are out.
This is what I don't get. Okay, so you're saying that, and I think we're doing another movie here talking about the new Marvel release dates because they brought that out. We're gonna do another video, but I want to point out when they move they move movies in 2025. They have 3 movies again. So much for we're gonna try to space it out. We're gonna try to not be. Nope. 2025, they got 3 coming.
I think they're stuck with them.
They're going to just end up with the same results.
Yeah.
I mean, the good news is that one of them people might go see. Anyway, are we going to wrap this up?
We're going to wrap this up, yeah. So please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.